Welcome back to my wonderful audience members. We have my own personal biggest winner, Sheba G, back again. I have been training her. She has done 2 5Ks, not 1, but 2, and she is getting ready for Pittsburgh's Marathon, Dick's Sporting Goods Pittsburgh Marathon. Welcome back, Sheba. How are you doing?
I'm okay, Jackie. I'm just experienced.
Let's have some girl talk. Let's
girl
talk about
girl talk.
Let's talk about your 2 5Ks. I was running with you. We've been running regularly.
Okay.
You've been taking classes with me. Tell my audience about it.
All right. Well, first of all, Jackie and I started this. I did 4 miles first before I did my first official 5K.
She ran
which
it with
I
me.
think I ran it with Jackie, and she was wearing these kangaroos, which I'm totally gonna get a pair because they're so awesome. But in any case, we did the 5K. When Jackie told me that I had reached 3 miles, 3.1 miles, according to Jackie, I kind of took off. And that was the most exciting part of it, because that told me that I could have gone longer, because when I finished, I still had a lot of energy inside of me. And I was just excited to continue and continue. So we did, the first 5K was the Great Race, and that was a Sunday. Then my second 5K was that Saturday, which was for Run Shadyside. And I'm doing a third one on the 30th of October. Get to see me in a nice little Halloween costume. Don't know what I'll be, but I get to do a 5K in a costume. How great is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
she has really been running. And I think, what was one of the biggest challenges, I guess, when we first started running for you?
Wow. Well, I have knee problems, and one of the things that concerned me was controlling that. And what Jackie suggested, which even though I didn't listen to her at first, I took her advice eventually, and it has helped tremendously, which is to bathe in ice cold water, or to soak your body in cold water, to do something in cold water with your joints, and it just helped a lot. And that was one of my biggest challenges. Another one was just believing that I could actually do it, like changing the way I thought about myself, how I thought about people looking at me. Jackie knows. I'm like, I can't go running by myself. People are going to look at me. And it's just been like, so what? Doing the 5Ks, actually, I didn't even get to tell you this, but doing the 5Ks gave me more confidence to go out and do my walking, my running, without worrying about people looking at me and saying, oh my gosh, what she's doing, you know?
And I think that's a very important point that
Yes.
Sheba just made, is that training is so much about training the mind, just as much so about training the mind as it is about the body. I mean, you have to really overcome a lot of mental barriers to really get yourself in top physical condition. And I think Sheba, at least when I first started training her, in her mind, she just thought, I can't run. I can't run. It's not something I've done in the past, so how can I do it? I can't run because of my size. I can't run because people say I can't run, or people are going to look at me and say, why am I running? So I think that's very kudos to you, because you really, that was definitely a big struggle for you.
Kudos to Jackie with the fart licks. That actually helped a lot, because for both of the races that I did, when I got towards the end, even though there were a lot of people there, I still felt confident and comfortable. And I just applied what Jackie taught me, which is give it your best at the very end and just go for it. And it felt good at the end of it. I mean, I coughed up and, spat up a little bit, but it was it felt good to finish, and it felt good to finish strong. So that's, something that Jackie showed me, and I'm really grateful for that.
And when she says fartleks, this is a concept that I've been working with her in training, is that in addition to doing our long runs where we do 2, 3, 4 mile runs, we also do runs that are usually not more than 2 miles, where we do speed play. So I'll say, Sheba, you need to run at top speed. So you're giving everything you have for 400 yards or 50 yards or a certain distance. Then we'll slow it down, or we'll run at a different pace. So we're going from fast to slow to moderate, just really working on building up that speed.
Yeah.
And that was definitely something that I really wanted Sheba to work on, focus on for those 5Ks, so we could start getting her a little bit faster. But once again, with Sheba, a lot of it is, once I tell her she's reached that goal, then all of a sudden she's like, what?
You can't catch me, Jackie, even though she's all the way in the front. I'm still trying to catch her, but yeah, kind of the same thing.
So, and another thing I know Sheba's at least asked me a lot of questions about, is what to wear when she runs, when she works out, which is a very important question. I'm sure a lot of you all have that out there, especially if you're going to start running and training in the wintertime. And As we talked about in mountaineering, one of the most important things is that you don't wear a lot of cotton. You don't wear things that will get wet and keep you cold, because when you're cold and wet, it's not a good combo. You can easily get sick that way. So I would tell Sheba like some Gore-Tex or artificial fibers, something of that nature to run in, and also a good sports bra. Like, you can never underestimate the power of a very good sports bra. I mean, that is very, very crucial. In addition to some good running shoes. And running shoes really, really are a personal choice. Nobody can tell you what running shoes will work best for you. It's kind of something, a trial and error. You have to test out. Go into a running store, have somebody look at your feet, the type of gait you have, the type of run you have, and then just try them out, and eventually you'll find a shoe that you fall in love with. When you say that, Sheba?
Oh, absolutely. When I did the 5K, the Great Race, there was someone at the expo, you guys were talking about the expo earlier, there was someone who actually watched me walk and watched me run and told me, you know, because of your collapsed arches, you need support right here, because you're inverting your feet in. I'm like, oh, wow, great information. I wish I had this a couple of years ago. So it was very, very helpful, very helpful.
And I think another thing that Sheba and I have been doing is we've been working out on the cathedral stairs at the Cathedral Hall of Learning. And Sheba, just talk a little bit about your experience climbing those stairs.
So the first time we did it was actually on my birthday, September 7th.
What better way to celebrate your birthday than climbing some stairs?
Man, it was difficult. The very first time was difficult. The second time I did it, I don't know if I did it with you or with my friends, but Jackie told me to do it 4 times, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. This is crazy. But I did it once up and once down, and then went to dance rehearsal. So I figured that kind of evened it out a little bit. And then the greatest thing, this was absolutely the greatest, Jackie and I did it 2 times in a row. And Dr. Bob helped us out. Thank you. Shout out to Dr. Bob, because that was the most difficult. I mean, it was really very difficult. It was, I don't know for you if it was difficult, but for me it was hard to like go down and to know that mind play, to know that I had to do it one more time, but then coming up with a creative way of making it more fun so that you kind of change the environment by changing the way you see the activity, which is very important. You have to get your mind involved in what you're doing. And I can't emphasize that enough. If you are not connected to it intellectually, you will not physically connect at all. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned from this. And it's helped me out a lot in my personal life, in my running career, because I'll be a runner one day.
Yes, you're not. You will be a runner. You are a runner. You are. You've done 2 5Ks.
Can we talk about these jeans, please?
Oh, yeah. Sheba would like to discuss her jeans. Tell Sheba, tell my audience about your jeans.
Okay, first let me stand up for a second, pull this down, and fix the outfit here. So if you can see these jeans, I haven't been able to fit into a pair of size 20 jeans, comfortably fit into a pair of size 20 jeans from Old Navy in about maybe like 2 or 3 years. And since I started with Jackie, and I mean, starting working out with Jackie and doing my dancing all together, I'm fitting a size 20 now. Comfortably. You know, it's not tight. There's a little space in the back. Okay. So I'm feeling really good about life right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jackie, I am. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Now, Sheba, let's talk a little bit about your eating and your eating habits. That's something we definitely need to work on. But one of the things I've done in training, Sheba, is that we haven't focused on too many things at one time, because a change is difficult for any individual. So we take one thing at a time. So one, it was incorporating regular exercise and variety of exercise. Now, Sheba, unlike most Americans, actually still led a pretty active lifestyle. I mean, she does African dance. She's a vibrant young woman, which can be different from a lot of people. So it's just incorporating a variety of exercises and teaching her both mentally and physically what she needed to do to weight loss. And Patty is one of my students.
Yes.
And she's fit and fabulous.
It's been a great thing, because I'm not a strong interest in fitness classes, and I took the first class and I became addicted. I think you're a great instructor, and you're able to work the entire room no matter what fitness level someone is at, and I really enjoy your classes quite a bit.
Thank you so much.